from pessimism to optimism. In spite of the focuses of assertion in their instructing, Confucius' philosophy of life stands strikingly in harp differentiates with that of his co-oriental sage Gautama Buddha. To Confucius, life isn't a fancy, a rebel, and hopelessness as expected by Buddha, but a living reality, a favoring, a normal, invaluable right, and opportunity to be along with your individual, to work together for your common great, and at last, accomplish your predetermination which is happiness. To Confucius, man's perfection and joy is realized and accomplished in social life. Whereas Buddha harp on clashes between, says, man's body and his soul, between man's person self and his inclusive Brahman self, between man's displaced state of presence and his future life. Confucius was more concerned with the compromise of clashes and supported with the concordance among men in society. So, Confucius' philosophy differs significantly from Gautama Buddha's, focusing on life as a living reality and opportunity to work together for happiness. Confucius believes that man's perfection and joy are achieved in social life, while Buddha focuses on conflicts between body and soul and a person and his future self.
Man, the center of harmony, is a philosophical concept that emphasizes the belief that human beings occupy a vital position in maintaining balance, equilibrium in the world. It suggests that humans have to cultivate the harmony both with themselves and in their relationship with the external environment. This concept entails recognition of our responsibility to live in harmony with nature, promote peace, and foster unity and cooperation among individuals and by community. By acknowledging our status as the center of harmony, this concept encourages mindful actions and decisions that contribute the well-being of both humans and the world at large.
Man, the center of harmony. In point of view, man is only an infinite atom compared with the similarly infinite cosmos of galaxies and supergalaxies. But to Confucius, man transcends in significance the whole world because of his moral being. Before the universe, man is just a jot, but he can think, love, while the world cannot. Being a part of nature, the moral man lives in accordance with the natural law that governs and guides the movements of all things. Note that in oriented ethics, there is no distinction between the moral and the physical law, both being merely two aspects of one and same broader natural way in constantly doing what is a good as commanded by his nature. Man becomes one with the natural law, is attuned to the rhythm of the universe, and thus enjoy peace and happiness.
According to Confucius, the life of the moral man, universal moral order. The life of the virtuous man is a contradiction thereof. The life of the vulgar person, on the other hand, is a contradiction of the universal moral order. Is the moral man living life of truth and honesty, and who points the way to our regeneration in a world of peace and order. Next is to find the central clue to our moral being that unites us with the universal order. Herein lies man's greatest achievement. People are seldom capable of it for long. Now, why there is no real moral life, the wise, mystic moral law for something higher than that it really and the foolish do not know enough what moral law really is.
The golden rule spring from justice. Reason in the natural law continually order man to live honorably, the outreach no one and to provide to each one his due. The final said, to donate to each one due, is fundamentally the principle of justice, from which Confucius inferred the brilliant Ronda show of activity which he defined as. Ang Golden Rule ay nagmumula sa katarungan, ay nagtuturo sa atin na tratuhin ang iba ng maayos at ibigay ang nararapat sa bawat isa. For example, kung gusto mong respetuhin ng iba ang iyong sariling karapatan, gawin mo rin ito sa kanila para sa isang makatarungan at maayos na pakikipag-ugnayan.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I am Honey Girl Pasco, so I'm gonna explain my part in our assigned topic. Do not do unto others what you yourself do not like others do to you. So this is the golden rule, which means that if you don't want others to treat you badly, then you must not treat them badly. Pagka if you do man good, the same thing happens to you. The same thing will go to you. So you must always treat others with kindness, para ibalik po sa imo ang kindness na gihatag nimo sa ilaha. So there is arrange an agreement, agreeing to Confucius ought to start within the internal nature of man. In man's show state of natural presence, clashes are bound to emerge owing to man's composite nature combining opposing components of his being, which are the body and soul, matter and intellect, reason and energy, judgment, skills and sense, tissue and soul, with all the ceaseless warrings and wranglings. So, man, with his common blessing of reason and will, can put arrange and magnificence into his life. So a man can put arrange and magnificence into his life by always adjusting or harmonizing sa iyahang clashing claims and counterclaims of his components. So, in like manner, the higher portion of man, which is ang ato ang reason or katwiran, must be the one to run the show and direct the developments of our lower cravings, which is our interest. So this is the arrangement. Which is the higher portion must always be the reason, and the lower will be the interest. When the arrangement is turned around and the lower portion, which is the interest, rolls over the higher, which is our reason or our katwiran. So more particularly, when the interest rules over a man's life and subordinate, ignore, and oppose the directs of reason or of our heart, there is a clutter. There will be a clutter. A clutter will be unaltered, arranged, enlisted in his blameworthy as regret.
Next, as self-control. In consonance with his inclination for the ethical qualities of man, Confucius, like all the Oriental and Greek rationalists, focuses the need of self-control, that internet limitation in which man appears himself to begin with as a man, that inside break without which man running with his uncontrolled interest would surge headlong into calamity or catastrophe. Confucius say, he who conquers others is strong. Who conquers himself as the greater victor. The statement Confucius emphasizes that conquering others can make you strong but not all the time. But if you conquer yourself, that would be the most important thing that could make you win or achieve victory. Before conquering others, conquer yourself first because you can surpass any challenges if you don't believe in your power as an individual. Believing yourself is like having an undefeated weapon that will make you win in any circumstances you may face in life.
So next is the passions and happiness. The most prominent impediment to human bliss concurring to Confucius is ego. Pursuing interest in line with morality is crucial for a long-term enjoyment. According to Confucius, a harmonious society, in his opinion, results from upholding moral principles and carrying out social obligations. People benefit both the larger good and their own well-being when their own passions and moral values are in harmony. Living an honest life, cultivating deep connections, and embracing ongoing personal development are what Confucius considered to be joyful. He believed that pursuing moral impulses is ultimately necessary for both community harmony and personal joy.
The golden rule springs from justice. Reason and the natural law continuously order man to live honorably, to outrage no one, and to provide to each one his due. The final said, to donate to each in due, is fundamentally the principle of justice from which Confucius interfered the brilliant run and show art activity which he defined as treat other as you wish to treat them you. To treat you. To wish them to treat you. Or negatively stated, do not do unto others what you yourself do not like others to do to you.
So, good day everyone. Our topic for today is toward a perfect human in society. So, when we see society, it is made by us humans. And the purpose of making such society is to keep people united together. So, our next and last topic today is towards a perfect human in society. This time, you will learn the mutual relationship between an individual and in the society. In her, you will be able to focus on the effect of one's life to make transformation or improvement with society, and also the society as it helps in the development of human person. We are also being in shape and influenced by our society. Society defends who are united by modes of behavior and share some common interests and values. It is where the members of society interact with one another, which builds a strong and in-depth society, meaning to say, a structured pattern of relationships. A society has been developed through a small unity of community, which refers to a family. Each member has the ability to make development and improvement within himself or herself, which contribute to a more prostate individual which is being helped by the society. As an individual or a member of the society where we belong, we are all free to exercise our own will or respect others, adhering to the standards or norms or laws implemented by the society. And that's all. Thank you.